Hi guys, I'm Rivkah of trYoga with Rivkah, and I had shoulder surgery. It's actually exactly a week ago today that I had the surgery, and recovery has been going really well. I stopped taking the Optogain every day. That's new. I didn't really take a lot of the tramadol they prescribed for me, only if the pain was really bad. So now I'm just on straight up Acamol, but I plan on taking tramadol as needed, very carefully. Obviously, it has something in it that can be addictive, which isn't in my nature, but you don't really mess with heavy drugs, just, word for the wise kind of thing. I'm doing physical therapy right now. Is very passive. It's just about getting mobility in the shoulder, in the tissue, I think, or there's another word, but just so that when we start in a few weeks, when we start the heavy lifting using weights or just even lifting the arm actively instead of passively, all the tissues and the tendons and all of that aren't frozen because they haven't been used at all in the past 3 weeks. So the first 3 weeks post-surgery for me, for Latarjet surgery, is just keeping passive movement going. So when I'm at home, it's a lot of letting the arm dangle on its own, kind of doing a pendulum situation. And then today in physical therapy, what she did was moved my arm for me, which was really hard. It's really hard to let go and let someone else do this. I'm personally, I think I've said it before, I have a very controlling personality, especially in terms of my body. It's kind of why I like being active, like teaching yoga. I'm in control. I'm doing this to myself, for myself. And so to kind of just release and let go is not easy for me at all. But it was okay. It was, working on breathing, working on just relaxing the shoulder and not lifting the shoulder to go with her as she pulled the arm for me and moved it around. And she said that I actually have a pretty good range of motion for being a week post-surgery, which was very encouraging and very nice. And I have another 2 weeks or so of just that kind of thing. So twice a week physical therapy, daily exercises that are very simple at this point. I'm not in a lot of pain right now. It's a lot of the pain in physical therapy for me is pain that comes from fear as opposed to from the movement, where it's the worry of, I think part of it is the worry of pain. Like, I'm scared of pain, therefore it hurts, and also of damaging, something, injuring me. But she's a trained physiotherapist and she's really good, so that fear I can easily push to the side and just let go. Now it's hurting, but I've also not been using my support pillow a lot since then. I knew she would yell at me if I brought it, but I brought it anyway. But I told her I'm not using my Tinkerbell pillow as often, so that's okay. What's interesting and maybe a little bit frustrating, but also understandable, is that my sources of information come from all over the place. So in my head, I feel like, the surgeon is the one who did the surgery, therefore I should be able to ask him questions on follow-ups. But the truth is, he's specialized in just the surgery. Not to say he doesn't have the answers, but meaning he's busy. And here in Israel, the way that it works with the doctors is everyone has their role, and then that's it. You get shoved to someone else. So the family doctor will do things under her role, but the second it becomes specialized, she'll send you to the specialist, and then the specialist will shove you back to her. Shove is very angry sort of word. It's a very intense word, but you know what I mean. Like, we'll say, okay, go back to your family doctor now. She'll handle your pain medication. So the physio is the one who's giving me the information on actually caring for the wound, bandaging, cleaning, and all of that, because I'm seeing her the most. So that's also been really interesting to know, and maybe something that someone who's about to get surgery would want to know, that you kind of have to use the resources available to get the information you need. And obviously talk to your doctor if you're you know, if you need to, but if it's hard to get to the doctor or get an appointment, you know, feel free to ask. Your physiotherapist has also been trained in these things, obviously, so she or he will be a resource base for you as well. As far as the emotional perspective is going, each day I'm also feeling better because I'm able to do more and be more independent. So at night I don't need someone else to necessarily arrange my pillows for me. I'm able to do that, put myself to sleep, although I still need help being tucked in. It's kind of cute having your 9-year-old daughter tuck you in at night. It's like huge role reversal. And that's really, the independence is really nice. That's something that I was worried about maybe the most. So getting a little bit of that back is good. This is starting to get bothersome, so I'll sign off very soon. But it's just, you know, I'm still in the like, hey, you're a week post-surgery. This is your time to rest. Like in my head, I have given myself the first 2 weeks to just be like, no, you do you, take care of yourself. Don't worry about anything else. And I'm working really hard to stick with that approach. And it could be after week 2, I'll need a 3rd week of that. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. But at least for right now, it's like, no, you have another week of, if you need to stay in bed, you stay in bed. If you want to get up out of bed, get up out of bed. I am trying to get up at least once a day and go downstairs and kind of just hang out, let the arm hang without the support pillow, or to be up and about and use the support pillow, just so that I'm not in bed all day and I get used to like moving around, and I give the shoulder some passive work, you know, like I'm not just going to be reclined on pillows every day, but that's still like very much in my hands. And when I'm done, I'm like, okay, see you later, I'm going upstairs. And so that's like, I think, a really helpful thing that I'm doing. And if my pain was worse, I probably couldn't do it, but the pain's been really tolerable. She says, as she pushes herself to finish the video, no, it's really just, it's been a lot. I literally came back from physical therapy 20 minutes ago. I did have a nice coffee afterwards, which was just marvelous. Oh my gosh, I have not gotten my regular coffee. I've been sticking with like a mocha instant for now because I haven't trained anyone in my house to make me coffee the way I like it. So I was like, that's it, I need my coffee. And we stopped on the way home. Anyway, I'll end this here, to be continued. Have a great day.